piece of wood with a coiled hemp line around it that was smoldering, and you, as the gun captain, would be the one to pour the primer into the pan, but then you would also lay that matchstick into the pan when given the order to fire to actually ignite the powder cartridge in the barrel of the gun, which would then shoot out that projectile at about 200 miles an hour out the front of the gun, where it would then hopefully hit the enemy ship and punch a hole in the hull, causing damage. Not only that, but shrapnel would fly off the inner hull when that solid 24-pound projectile hit their hull at around 200 miles an hour. There would also be smoke. We're talking about deafening noise coming off these guns as well. So you can imagine the chaos that would have been going on down here on the gun deck when these guns were fired. Now, it took a crew of anywhere between 10 and 14 men to man one of these guns. Last time I counted, there were 27 guns down here on the gun deck. So that gave us about 300 men down here during the battle, working the guns, also damage repair. But that's just for the long guns down here. Now on the top deck, on the spar deck, we have the carronades. They're a little shorter in muzzle. They only weigh about 2,200 pounds in their carriage. However, those carronades actually fire a heavier projectile. They fire a 32-pound shot about 400 yards effectively. So not quite as far as the long guns. But, as I mentioned, those carronades were devastating in ship-to-ship combat. That heavier projectile, arcing upwards and then coming down on the enemy's deck, would just wreak havoc on enemy ships. But because they were lighter, it only took about 6 men to crew them. Last time I counted, there were 20 of those carronades up there, so there'd be just over 100 men on the deck above us working those guns. Additionally,